Hi everybody, welcome back to Bentley House. I'm Ara and today is going to be a little different. If you are subscribed just for the tutorials, that's totally okay, but today is going to be more of a talking video. I'm going to be reviewing my Addams Family project. I'm going to be talking about the past video I made where I listed the things that I wanted to complete and my goal date, and then I'm going to be telling you where I am now. And I like to do this because it kind of gives you an insight into planning and time management and just the mental state of working with miniatures and especially large projects like the Addams Family. So recently I have been feeling a little bit burnt out, and I feel it's because I am pushing myself. And one of the reasons I'm pushing myself is because of this video. Back in June of 2018, I made this video and I was so positive that I could finish this project by the summer. Well, it's now April and May is pretty much the beginning of summer and I don't think I'm going to make it. And I'm trying to convince myself that that is okay. If you have not seen that other video, this project started back in the summer of 2009, so I'm coming up on 10 years worth of working on this project. And I really want to get it finished. I really do want to see it completed and be able to move on to other projects without feeling like I'm leaving an unfinished project behind. But I do not want to rush this project so much that I feel like I'm not doing justice to the 10 previous years worth of work. The reason I kind of came to this realization that I was probably pushing myself a little bit too hard is because I shingled the roof while I had the flu. And if that doesn't say pushing yourself too hard, I don't know what does. And I tend to do this. This is kind of my personality. I put personal goals and deadlines on myself that nobody else has told me I need to achieve. Nobody else has grabbed my calendar and said, this is what you need to do. It's just me putting deadlines on myself. And then I get really frustrated when I don't meet them. So part of this video is also me trying to convince myself that it's okay if I don't meet my deadline. Also, I wanted to share this process with you guys because if you are working on a project and you have personal goals and deadlines, I don't want you guys to be as hard on yourselves as I am on myself because it's starting to cause problems. I went back earlier today and watched my previous video on the review of the Addams Family project, and it's now been 10 months. It wasn't all disappointment. I have done a lot in those 10 months, and I kind of decided to write those things down because I did want to celebrate my triumphs, even though I feel a little bit of disappointment in the fact that I'm not going to make my original deadline. I do want to celebrate those triumphs in my projects. So I wrote down, this is my list of things that I have completed. So I'm pretty happy with these. However, this is my list of things I still need to do. Now the scope of these projects are obviously different. Some of these projects are bigger than other ones, some are smaller. And so it's not really fair just to compare the number of items that are left. So some of these items that I have completed are huge projects. So I am going to share them with you so you can rejoice with me. A lot of you have probably seen these videos. If you haven't, I'm going to put a list of all these hurrahs. We'll call them hurrah, like yay, they got done links. That's what we'll do. Yay, they got done. Yay, they're finished links below if you want to check these out. I finished Morticia's Conservatory, which was pretty close to being done when I filmed the video in June, and but I did complete that, and I will post the tour in the description below. I added Uncle Fester's room up here, and I didn't actually know I was going to do that, I think, because I was still saying that the bell tower, like at the top of this tower, was going to be his room. Here, hold on. Up there. But I thought this was going to be his room, but I added this entire room to the house. Sorry for the squeaking. And that was a huge change in plan, but I got it done and it looks like part of the original house. I finished the siding, and that was a really fun video that I did in October. I posted that Halloween, and it was just really, it turned out really well, and I'm very happy that that was done, because if you do go back and watch that original video, it was not looking pretty at that moment. I did the shingles, like I said, just recently while I had the flu, and that was kind of the moment where I was like, I probably, as many of you said, I probably should have been in bed, not shingling a dollhouse. And I do want to say how much I appreciate you guys. I know you love my videos, but I definitely felt that you cared about me as a person, not just my projects, because a lot of you were telling me to get back in bed, and what in the world are you doing? Go get back in bed. So I appreciate all the care that you guys put into your comments, and it really was kind of like, I'm glad it's done, and it really did make me feel like because it was spring break too. Yay. It really did make me feel like my spring break was more successful than just being in bed the entire week. But it really did bring into question my mental health, and I really want to, if this does become like a full-time thing, I really want to focus on making good mental health choices for myself. I would love to be able to make miniatures and make videos full-time for you guys, and that be my job. I mean, that would be just amazing. It would be everything I love, making miniatures, you guys, this channel, making videos for you, like that would be amazing. But I do need to start now putting some barriers in place so that I make sure that I don't wear myself out and kind of push myself into a breakdown, because I have seen that on YouTube, and not that I'm a big time YouTuber or anything, but I really love this, and if this could be something, I want to do it right, and I want to do it in a way where I can stay healthy for me, for you, and especially for my family out there. They much prefer a happy mom and wife than a crazy one. Other things I finished was the cabinet itself. This guy, I'll put that in the description box. It turned out, it's done. And I did the curtains, and so those were the major things that I saw in the original video that I completed. So nothing to frown at, it's not a bad list. Lots of large projects got finished. So the things that I still need to finish, I don't want this to be a super long video, I just kind of wanted to give an update on this. So I'm just going to kind of read the list quickly. I need to do Fester's furniture for his room. I need to do the tower space, which is no longer Fester's room, but just going to be a tower space, probably with like a cauldron in it or something. I need to do roof access. There needs to be a way for them to get up there. Conservatory access, there's not actually a door that goes from the house into the conservatory, so I want to kind of solve that issue. Need to do the front yard / cemetery. There's nothing right here. It's going to be all front yard. And I've got the headstones, but I need to kind of landscape that entire thing. The basement still needs a little bit of aging on the floor and the walls. For dolls, oh, I forgot to put this in my successes. I have made 2 of the 7 dolls, Uncle Fester and Lurch, so I'll put that in the description box below as well, but I still need to make Pugsley Gomez, Grandmama, Morticia, and Wednesday, which is a big undertaking, and I don't want to rush those. I want to do vines on the outside of the house, which I can do now that the siding is on there. I need to do the roof spikes that go on the top of the roof, and those are going to be real fiddly and time consuming, but I want to make sure that I get those right. I want to make Kitty, which is their pet lion, and I have never really made animals before, so that's going to be a whole nother learning process. I want to make a golf area here. In the movie, Gomez hits golf balls off the roof and it goes into the neighbor's, through the neighbor's window. So I want to do that. And I want to do fencing once the landscaping is done, because there needs to be a front gate that says beware of the thing. I think they have that in both the TV show and the movie, so I especially want to add that detail. Someone mentioned recently the car. I don't know if I'll have room in the front for the car, but if possible, that would be, wow, that would be so cool to be able to make the car. Books, I need a lot of books for Gomez's library. Not a ton, but more than I have. And then for the walls, I need to make several pictures, frames. I want to put some of Charles Addams' original cartoons, some of the paintings you see in the movies, some of the pictures of the original actors in both the TV show and the movies, just kind of make it like a little museum of Addams. And so those are all things that I have left to do. And they may all sound like smaller items, but I don't want to rush this. Like I said, I have enjoyed so much making videos for you guys and you guys sharing in this process, so I don't want to rush things to the point where I can't make videos of each step, or that I get flustered, or that I start hating this project, or what would be even worse if I make something in this project that I don't like, because so far I am loving this project and I don't want to push myself to the point of not liking this project anymore. 10 years of being happy with this project should not be ruined in one final month of work. So all that to say is that I am changing my deadline, which originally was this summer so that I could show it at the miniature showcase here in Texas. I am going to be pushing it back to October, maybe. I think that would be a good time because it gives me about 4 more months, and that's when the new Addams Family animated cartoon movie is coming out, so it might be a fun time to upload like a final tour video, thoughts, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, that was my thought process, but if I get to October and I'm still not done, I hope that doesn't happen, but I really want to give myself some grace and some time to finish this project correctly. Now, what I do want to do is finish the abandoned coffee shop this summer, because it is just one room, it is very close to being done, and that I can do. So I am just taking the deadline from this project, putting it on another project which I can actually finish without stressing out, and then I'm just extending this deadline to a few more months down the road. So that's all I wanted to share. I'm sorry this may not be a super interesting video for you guys, but I felt like because I made that original video giving myself a deadline, and there might have been some of you out there who never even seen that video, and there might have been some of you who were really excited about that deadline, but I felt like I owed it to you guys just to share with you where my thought process is. I always say good miniatures take time, and so I need to follow my own advice and take the time I need to finish this project correctly. If you're a miniaturist out there working on a project that feels like it's taking forever, that probably means that it's amazing, and you really should take that time just to make it the best that you can. Just a couple of announcements. If you were around my channel at all this week, you may have noticed that my live stream on Tuesday failed. At the time that I'm uploading this video, I'm going to try again and stream tomorrow, which would be Saturday, April the 6th. So try and join us if you can. If YouTube will let me live stream, that would be great. I think it was a YouTube issue. I don't know. But we're gonna try again. Try again. Good streams take time. No, that's not right. And also, in the next couple weeks, I'm going to be doing another mini prompt video. So be sure to check out mini prompt video number 2 if you want to participate in that. If you've already made something, make sure you send it to me on Instagram or Facebook so I can include it in my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really like sharing the thought process behind projects. Let me know, is this something that you care about? Yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Thank you for listening to my rambling, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. That's not gonna work. Ooh. Okay.